Welcome to Kiss the Reviews. I'm Armando. That's Corey. And today, this video is our special Kentucky Fried review on A Recipe for Seduction.
So you may be asking yourself, what are these guys doing? They don't review 2020 movies, but once in a lifetime, possibly twice, because FYI, this was set up for a sequel brilliantly. But once or maybe twice in a lifetime comes along a special movie event like this.
Yes.
Where you have to just stop everything that's happening normally in your life and take a minute to appreciate true greatness.
Absolutely. And by true greatness, we wanted to celebrate the greatness of Mario Lopez. I mean, let's face facts and let's be real. For about a week leading up to us deciding that we were going to review this, I literally didn't even know the title to this thing. And I kept calling it Kentucky Fried Romance because I had no idea what the actual name of this little mini movie was. So pardon me if I refer to it as Kentucky Fried Romance for the rest of the show. But if you want to follow me or Corey on Twitter, you could follow me at Junior D's. You could follow Corey at Idle Poncho. And let's get off and running with A Recipe for Seduction 2020 style.
Let me tell you straight up before we go too much further.
All right.
The Recipe for Seduction is Mario Lopez. That's all you need.
Yep. Yeah.
This is a 16-minute movie that literally took my special lady friend from seduction all the way to completion without me doing a goddamn thing.
This is a recipe for a boner in my pants.
Yeah, this is a recipe for sleeping well.
So this movie, A Recipe for Seduction, stars Mario Lopez as Colonel Harland Sanders, Justine Alpert as Jessica Mancera, Tessa Monroe as Bunny Mancera, and Chad Dorick as Billy Garibaldi III.
This friggin' guy, I have to take my hat off to the actor and the writers in this instance because I fucking hated him. From the second he opened his mouth, I was like, oh, fuck that guy.
Yeah, so me too. And they wrote it brilliantly. But it opens at this posh dinner party where they're serving fried chicken, apparently.
Duh, the toy.
I mean, that's my kind of posh dinner party. But like,
well, then you too are Kentucky rich.
So Billy proposes to Jessica. Jessica's got to think about it. Her mom's pissed. Apparently, this story is Jessica and her mom, I guess the dad died and left them with all kinds of bills, and they're going bankrupt, and they're going to lose everything.
And your father left us nothing but a legacy of debt.
But they have enough money to hire a chef in Harland Sanders, who was a chef at the L'Eau de Blanc de Bon. And so he decides to be the chef for them because they have the money for that.
And holy cow, can this dude pull off an ascot?
No kidding, right? He could pull off an ascot and gray hair. The premature gray hair in his 40s. It just...
Dude, he's like a sexy Latino Christopher Walken.
I think that calls for a toast.
Let's address the elephant in the room. Does this dude just eat lettuce? Like, all he eats is like lettuce and skinless chicken. Because Mario Lopez, I'm assuming he's around our age somewhere. Maybe.
Oh, he's older than us.
Is he?
Yeah, sadly. No, I mean, that motherfucker's 22.
But he is ripped. And he's got the tight white Colonel Sanders shirt on. Just you can check his blood pressure. I'm pretty sure the shirt snapped in the crotch. That's all I'm saying. It was a little tight. But
dude, he's even wearing the eyeglasses that literally everyone in John F. Kennedy's cabinet wore. And he still pulls them off. It's
Absolutely
astounding.
So the seduction begins here. Jessica immediately is You know, she needs like one of those like fat guy sweat towels when she first meets him.
She's flummoxed.
They start talking, and this was my question. They start talking. She literally talks for 5 seconds, and she's immediately like, "This dude's dope. His secret recipe for fried chicken is gonna save the world. I totally believe in him." Like, these are the reactions you get like when you're in high school and like you meet somebody for the first time. Bunny conspires with Billy. This was the weirdest scene throughout this whole, okay, this thing's only 15 minutes long. Our review will probably be longer than the actual short in and of itself. But they meet at the country club. We find out that Bunny was banging Billy. Jessica's mom's banging her fiance or whatever. And not only do we get that little tidbit of info here, she also is like, "Hey, I'll give you the keys to the kingdom forever. All you got to do is get rid of this Harland Sanders guy." This is literally how Pornhub movies start. Like,
yeah. I caught mom banging my boyfriend. Ah.
So Billy goes, writes Harland a $500,000 check just to leave town or whatever and stop talking to Jessica. This is when my wife asked me. She didn't even get through the sentence. She was like, "Hey, hon, if somebody wrote you a $500,000," I was like, "Babe, you don't have to finish it. I'm gone. I'm taking
you weren't there to say it. You were calling her on the fucking cell phone, being like, "Babe, I'd still do the deal. I'm already on my way."
I was like, "We've been married for quite some time. If somebody offered that to me now, I'd leave. Are you kidding me?"
Right? Like, hey, by the way, if somebody John Smith calls, it ain't me because I ain't never calling again.
So he thinks that Jessica told Billy about the secret recipe, yada yada, whatever. Jessica then, her mom Bunny tells Jessica that Harlan just bounced. He just left for no good reason. And then literally 2 seconds later, she hears and he's in the garage.
Where they've also kidnapped her BFF?
Yes. Which listen, he comes in, he's like, "I saw you at the country club with Billy and you were all rubbing up on him, so I'm gonna go tell Jessica." She hits him with like the polo stick thing.
Yep. Called a mallet, sir.
Cool.
I don't know if it is.
Listen,
I'm not Kentucky rich.
My posh parties have Kentucky Fried Chicken. I don't know what a polo mallet is, okay? I've never even gotten on a goddamn horse. But the way they hit, like, listen, the shot is from the front, right? She's coming up the back. All you got to do is swing. But, like, everybody goes like this. Ha-ha! Like that. Which I guess adds to the whole comedy of this thing, because it's freaking hilarious.
Well, I think this is more leading us into our multi-part series. What is it, like 83-part series now, where we find out that, we're diagnosing you as psychotic, because you would have you'd have done your stance, you'd have clapped some dirt off your gloves, made sure they were tight, called for time, and then you just wheeled back and knocked them the F out.
Absolutely, but Jessica's BFF Lee comes up and he goes, "Ha ha ha!" So Jessica and Lee save the day, save Harlan. They make out. Flash cut to a year later. Harlan and Jessica are getting married, and her mom's in an insane asylum with gray hair, which tracks because her mom's older. But Billy then shows up with fried chicken, and he's got gray hair too.
Because he's found them. That's the greatest ending scene to a movie that leaves it open-ended that I've ever seen in my life. By the way, I found them. F you, David Caruso and Beastmaster. This is how you deliver a line.
I found them.
But all in all, like, I actually thought when we decided to do this, I knew nothing about it. You texted me like the cover photo of this and said, "Hey, what do you think?" I thought it was going to be.
I asked it a question. It was more like, "We're doing this. I hope you're there to participate."
I'll be honest, this was actually fun to watch. The fact that it was only like 16 minutes and some change was great because you got in, you got out. And to be perfectly honest, some of the movies that we've done from like the 80s and 90s should have been this long and they would have been fantastic.
Oh, 100%.
But this obviously knows what it is. We weren't around for the Sharknado series. So this is basically like our Sharknado. But
yes,
done
but so much better.
Filmed so much better. The acting was actually good. And I got one issue with the whole thing. This dude's name is Billy Garibaldi.
He's a Garibaldi.
This sumbitch don't look Italian, not one bit.
Yeah, no.
Okay?
No, they went heavy with the Italian names on this.
Yes.
And I respect the fact that nobody's just out and out like, my name's Tony Pepperoni. See, I'm a gangster. I'm glad they didn't go that route. They kind of kept it. We're just rich Italians. Who gives a shit?
Did you see when we get to the abusive, like, hey, I'm going to be your abusive husband and you're mine and you'll never get rid of me. When you get to that scene, when he walks down the stairs and it's like, dun, dun, dun. I'm like, first of all, no Italian would ever be caught with the sweater over the shoulders tied with the... Come on. Get out of here with that mess. Don't give him an Italian name and dress him up like that. That's just... You're killing my heritage and I don't like it.
Okay, I was going to say, save that for the Italian Heritage episode. We're good. We get it.
But, dude, all in all, I actually thought it was kind of fun. It was good. It was jokey. Props to Kentucky Fried Chicken. I mean, it was a 16-minute, basically, commercial for Kentucky Fried Chicken. And
with actual substance, though. It wasn't just hey, we got chicken, and when we don't have chicken in our hands are just greasy as F. Yeah. It wasn't that at all. It actually tried to show you a story, and it worked.
It did.
And by the way, before we go too much further, Lifetime, I got you on this sequel. I have like 7 different outlines, fully prepared for this sequel.
Yeah.
Hit me up, Mario. Hit me up. Recipe for Seduction 5 is in production in my mind already.
Listen, and I can be Billy Garibaldi's cousin Tony, okay?
You'd be the only Italian on the fucking set.
I love it. We don't have to do if this holds up because it was just made. But I really enjoyed this, and I'm looking forward to seeing your sequel. So,
it will be amazing as long as you don't call me Crouton.
Don't call me Crouton.
Well, I actually like this, and again, like I said, I'm looking forward to your sequel. Do you have anything else for this?
No, all right. It was amazing. Check it out.
Well, thanks for joining our Kentucky Fried review. If you want to follow me or Corey again, at Junior D's, at Idle Poncho. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you on Christmas with Home Alone.